Thank you for this honor. It is absolutely fantastic to be here. Are we doing good so far? Great. So I've lost the number of times that I've been asked, how do you manage to be so happy all the time? How do you always keep that smile on your face? And I share my secret with them. I forgot. No, I'm kidding. The secret to my happiness is that I forget happily. It's anyway so difficult to hold on to all that negativity, right? It's very stressful. So I choose to happily forget 5 minutes of anything that happens. I've moved on. And as you can imagine, that makes my husband a very happy man. Because he gets away with all the nonsense and I don't even remember it. So all you unmarried people, and I see lots of you in the crowd, right? When you're looking for a partner, what are you going to look for? Don't go for the degrees or the money or the looks only, okay? Don't check the horoscope. Do a memory test. The worse the memory, the happier your marriage. Believe me, learn from me. Okay. So before we move on, I want to do a quick cleanliness check. Yes. Cleanliness check. I'm a Swachh Bharat supporter. I'm doing my bit today. So let me know if you do all these things every day, right? Do you clean your house, your car, even your mobile phone, the junk files? You bathe every day, right? Thank God. Why do we do these things? We do these things so that we can keep our body or our home livable, efficient, healthy, right? What about inside us? Do we clean up internally? At least consciously? What about here in the mind? Do we clean it every day? No. Why not? Why don't we clean up every day? Because we don't even realize that we are collecting garbage here. Do you think we're collecting garbage? Yeah? Very good. Do you do anything about it? No. Okay. We don't do anything about it because we don't even realize that that garbage is becoming toxic. It's decaying and it's affecting your body. When we feel bad, when we're holding on to negative emotions, definitely we're not doing so good here. But you know what? Those negative emotions that you're holding on to, the hurt, the guilt, the shame, the criticism, the stress, all of that is also affecting your physical body. So I had a friend who came in the other day and she was telling me, you know what, I've had the stomach bug for a year now. Every month I fall ill. Stomach infection every other month for 1 whole year. Is that normal? No. She's been to the doctors. She's been taking her medicines. Her reports are all clear. So I asked her, is there something going on in your life that you're not able to digest? And she said, no, Jay, I'm doing good. There's nothing wrong in my life. There's nothing bothering me. And that is her conscious mind talking. What is the conscious mind? The conscious mind is that part of your mind which thinks, analyzes, needs logic, takes decisions, is organized, plans, thinks of the future, looks for information, takes all those well-informed decisions to make you happy. But you know what? Here's the sad part. That conscious mind is only 10 to 12% of your mind. 88 to 90% of your mind is the subconscious mind. We all know it's very powerful, right? The power of the subconscious mind. But you know what? The subconscious mind doesn't think so much. It's not so intelligent. It just feels. So for every little thing that happens, your subconscious mind checks. How did this event make me feel today? It records every minute of your life, literally every minute. During sessions, we go back to the time where a person was in their womb, in the mother's womb. And those memories are troubling them today because they left them unresolved. So your subconscious mind, think of it as a record keeper who feels. So let's say for smoking, okay? Your conscious mind tells you smoking is bad. Smokers here? How many times have you tried to quit? Lost count, right? Your conscious mind tells you smoking is bad. It harms the body. It'll give you cancer. It'll even kill you someday. But what does the subconscious mind do? Does the subconscious mind think so much? The subconscious mind says, how did smoking make me feel? And you know what he says? It says, give me a kick. Made me look cool. I'm the dude. Helped me relieve my stress. When I was bored and I smoked, it felt good. So what is that message that the record keeper writes there? Smoking is good. Which is why when you try to quit smoking, what happens? What do you think happens in the tug of war between these two? No points for guessing, right? That's why it's so difficult to quit. Now, every time you hold on, every time you have something that makes you sad, upset, or stressed, what happens is your subconscious mind has stored and recorded all these things. Which is why when all you young kids go through heartbreak or failure, and all of us, when we go through all that, consciously you say, forget it. I'm going to get over it. I'm not going to think about that again and let it make me sad. But you know what? That's 10% of your mind talking. 90%, you see that guy there. He's sitting there like that. Not willing to budge. Not willing to let go of any of those negative feelings. Your hurt, criticism, heartbreak, guilt, anger. You have to convince him to move. Only then can you make that change in your life. Because that is the power of your subconscious mind. Now, all these negative things that you hold on to is physically affecting your body. The thoughts, the feelings are intangible. They are here. But they affect your body. Do you believe me? Good. But you shouldn't. Not until you get proof, right? Remember that when you hear something, you always want to know how to prove it. Is it true? So what does scientific research say? And there's a lot of it available, believe me. Research says that people who have emotional support in friends and a family or have a partner are at a 1/3 lesser risk of heart disease than others. Depression, people who are depressed, it is more dangerous, the depression is more dangerous for their body than smoking or drinking. People who meditate and keep their mind calm and clean are at a 55% lesser risk of getting cancer than those who don't. And here's my favorite part. Happy people live 7 to 10 years longer than unhappy people. So all those intangible thoughts, so when you're happy, it's a state of mind, right? But when you're happy, the happy hormones are released in the body, which keep you healthy. When you're unhappy, all the stress hormones that are released actually affect your health. Even the common language that we talk will actually give you insights into this, but it's only so common that we don't pay attention. You know, to express sometimes how you say, I was so scared I peed in my pants. Your fear is affecting the kidneys. Or when you're angry, you say, my blood is boiling. My heart broke. I can feel it in my bones. You know those emotions, you say they're affecting your body, but you're not paying attention. But your body is always listening and responding to all those thoughts. So let me share an example with you. There was this lady in her 50s, 60s who came to me with a chronic case of acidity. Now you might be thinking that you're a happiness coach. Why is somebody with acidity coming to you, right? So it seems she attended one of my awareness talks where I was talking about the mind-body connection. And she figured that she had acidity since 5 years, every single day, burning her from within. She had been to doctors, taken out all her reports, everything was clear. There was nothing wrong. Physically, technically, nothing wrong. But it was still going on. And the medicines were only giving her temporary relief. When she came to me for therapy, and we started working on her, she regressed to a time where she was a new mother. She used to live in a joint family, lots of housework, lots of responsibilities. And in that phase, she had neglected her child. She was feeling bad about it, but at that point, she couldn't do anything. But that guilt, she held on to it. I'm a bad mother. How can I be doing this to my child? I've even spanked her so many times. And that guilt was eating her from within. And it's not surprising because your body is always listening to your thoughts. So if you have that constant record going on in your subconscious mind, which says your body, which says, I'm bad, I hate myself. You're criticizing yourself, you're feeling guilty. You know how you say that guilt was burning me from within? It literally was. And it manifested as her acidity. When we resolved it, when we helped her make peace with that, not surprising, she got long-term relief from that acidity. And this is just one case. There are countless more. Clients come to me with chronic shoulder aches, back aches, knee pains, all because they're leaving something unresolved in the mind. Something as simple as worrying about the future, taking too much stress about it, can give you shoulder aches because you're thinking of it as a burden, let's say. The language of your mind is very important because your body is listening to those innermost thoughts that you are having every day. So these unresolved thoughts are pretty much like those apps running in the background. What do? They drain your memory, they slow down your phone, they don't let your phone work efficiently, right? These unresolved thoughts are like that, constantly running. Research says that we have about 50 stress responses a day. So let's look at the biology of it. And this is not something tough. 8th, 9th standard biology. When you have a stress response, anything that makes you fearful, scared, angry, upset, the body responds. The command center fires up all those neurotransmitters. Different parts of the body react differently. Your heart, your liver, your kidneys, the adrenaline glands. They release hormones in the body, which help you face the situation. You either fight, flight, or freeze. And once the situation passes, those hormones which helped you face that are released from the body. But when you hold on to that over and over, those hormones keep getting generated. They don't leave the body. And too much of anything is toxic, right? That's where it affects you. Even people with weight issues, people who are not able to release their weight, no matter how much exercise, dieting, nutritionists, everything in place, but just not losing weight. Because subconsciously, they could be holding on to a memory that stops them from releasing weight. Like I had a client who was very sensitive, emotional, and she was holding on to the weight as insulation, literally, thinking that it'll protect her from those emotional jibes. So she said becoming thick-skinned was the solution. I told you the subconscious mind is not logical. It doesn't need to make sense to anybody else, but for her body and mind, that was the solution. So that's how it worked. What is it that you are holding on to? Those are the things that you need to rid yourself of to be healthy, not only here, but overall. So I'd like to believe that at least some of us would want to start cleaning up today, right? Clean the mental clutter, the garbage that you've been accumulating over decades. I'll tell you 2 simple things to do. The first thing is, remember that your mind is a private garden. What do you do in a private garden? Do you let anybody trample in, walk on the lawn, pluck flowers, throw garbage and litter? You tell them, get out. You have to make sure your mind is that private garden. Especially for all of you. There are so many things happening to us every day. Somebody got less marks, somebody got a scolding from their parents. Somebody has been told what a bad mother or father they are. Somebody has been told something by their boss, or you goofed up at work. All these things make you feel bad. They are the emotional garbage. You have to be aware that you don't want to collect it and leave it as an unresolved memory which will cause you an illness later. So out now. The other thing that you need to do is my favorite part. Love yourself. Actually, you know what? We have some time. Let's do it right now. Can I request everybody, just close your eyes for a minute. This won't take long. Close your eyes. Thank you. Think of all the negative things that have happened to you in the last 1 week. What were those negative emotions that you felt? The guilt, criticism, anger, sadness, grief, pain, betrayal, heartbreak, sadness. Think of all the things that have happened. And now that you've thought of it, own up. Tell yourself, I chose to feel all these things. Because yes, you have the power to choose. You chose to feel all these things. Not somebody else. They just did their job. They littered. But it was you who accepted that garbage into your mind. So say, I chose them. And now that you've chosen it, choose to release all those things. Throw the garbage out of your mind. In your mind, just throw it out. And now that you've thrown it out, tell yourself, I forgive myself for feeling all these things, for allowing my garden to be littered. I forgive myself. And most importantly, I love myself. When you say, I love myself, your body is listening, your body is responding to the happier emotions and releasing those happy hormones. Rather than when you think, I hate myself, how can I do this? I regret it, I'm guilty, I'm bad. So when you say, I love myself, your body feels happier. You are more generous with yourself. You are kinder, you are more patient, you are more encouraging. And think that tomorrow I will do better. Tomorrow I will not get angry. Tomorrow I will give it a better shot. Tomorrow I'll be more patient with my child or with my boss. And when you do that, your body is listening to those thoughts and becoming healthier. So at least by doing these two things, you won't be accumulating more garbage every day. For the bigger things that you've gone through, maybe yes, you can go to a therapist and get that resolved. But at least the little things, don't collect the garbage every day. Because you know what? This body, this mind is yours for a lifetime. It's the only place where you have to live. Right? Clear up every day and make sure that this mind and body is your house of happiness always. Thank you.